Joe Brown. Judge, thank you for joining me. Why do you say that mainstream media encourages mob rule?
I've talked to 43 lawyers around the country, 17 judges, and I haven't found one that was shocked by the verdict. Most saw the same thing that I did from day one. This never should have gone to trial. It's a travesty. It's a violation of due process and American law. It is part of this mess that mainstream media is trying to feed into the heads of the citizenry and poison them by saying that their emotions and their feelings are supposed to have paramountcy over what happens within the law. That's not the way it goes. I get people who never even took what they should have gotten in the fourth and fifth grade get to talking about how somebody going to disprove what these women accuse Dr. Cosby of. And the truth of the matter is you don't have to. They have to prove that what they claim is true, not the other way around. That's American law. I see too much of this show up on the courthouse, voice your opinion, and get the courts to yield to what you believe. That's not the way the law works. That's called mob rule, mob justice. And if you want a more egregious exemplar, take what happened to Emmett Till and every other black man that's been lynched in the history of this country because somebody got emotional and decided to suborn the law, go around it, and do what their emotions drove them to do. So that is the way things ought to be. Law separates us from the animals, and we can't have this disregard of the law.
Judge Joe Brown basically highlights the root of the problem of what occurred against Bill Cosby, the lack of due process, which is predicated on the presumption of innocence, or better yet, you're innocent until proven guilty. We're all by now familiar with the fact, and I emphasize that it's a fact, that Bill Cosby wasn't supposed to be prosecuted in 2018 for aggravated indecent assault, which was due to a non-prosecution agreement made with the former DA, but they violated his constitutional rights and they prosecuted him anyway when they weren't supposed to. Now, let me be clear. Is there a possibility that Bill Cosby committed some of the crimes he was accused of? Of course. But is there also a possibility that the alleged victims can be lying or spreading false allegations? Hell to the yeah. The biggest thing surrounding these allegations was the news coverage by the media. The mainstream media constantly pushed the narrative that all the allegations against Cosby had validity and not because of evidence or if they were true. And the public was expected to believe them, to believe all women. And if you didn't, you were supporting rape culture. Almost every major news outlet in association with the Me Too movement propped up the alleged victims and let them describe in details how they were allegedly sexually victimized. And this was very strategic because they knew this could potentially galvanize the court of public opinion just by reinforcing how terrible these crimes were, even though we didn't know if they were true. Allegations equal truth. Think about it. He had 60 victims accusing him of alleged rape. 60. Almost every news network provided exactly the same type of coverage, and none of them contradicted one another. They all stayed on code. There was really no emphasis on the validity of these claims because allegations equal truths, according to the media. This actually came down to you're guilty until proven innocent, not innocent until proven guilty.